Good morning. Good morning, Chainbreakers, and welcome to today's edition. It's Wednesday, June the 26th, 2019, and this is the edition of Chainbreakers Moment here on hashtag Uplift and Rise. Come on in. I welcome you this morning. I'm anxious to be able to get into today's message because it's a great one. I have heard in the last few days some interesting messages that were actually lessons that I had already learned from my children. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today, and I'm going to tell you stories about a couple of them, as well as talk a little bit about what we're here to do and where we're going. I'll invite you to actually take a look at this and reach out and share it right there. Hit that share button and send it out to your friends, send it out to your family. Let everybody know that, man, this is an amazing group that you got to be part of. Listen into this. Invite them to hashtag Uplift and Rise and be part of our community. I am blown away and amazed by how much this group continues to grow every single day. And it's because of you guys and the heart that you have for your family and your friends and wanting to be able to give them a positive message, something that can help lift them. So some people have asked why it is that I'm necessarily even doing this and what's behind all of it. Well, two of the biggest days of my entire life, one was the day I was born, and the other one was the day I found my purpose. So what is your purpose? Well, I define my purpose as being able to really know and understand what it is that drives me, what gives me that thrill of living life. What is it that I enjoy more than anything else in the world? What gives me that internal fulfillment? And for me, it's touching people's lives, helping make a difference, knowing that I helped in some way to make their lives better. So what we've been actually doing is, in order to help you, and guys, this is something that I've actually helped to establish a lot in my life. I've been on top. I've had very, very successful careers in a lot of different industries. I've made some very significant income, and I've had the carpet jerked out from underneath of me and been at the bottom too. I know what it's like to be penniless. I know what it's like to be scrounging around for nickels and dimes and quarters just to put enough gas in my tank to be able to get to my next job, my next work, working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs at a time in order to put food on the table for my family. So I've been at the bottom, and I've built very, very successful careers, and I've been successful in every single industry I've ever worked in. So I do know how to set the mental framework in your own mind to be able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So here's a couple lessons that I learned from my children. One was from my son, and he taught me at I think it was probably about age 3 for him, maybe it was 2, about fear. So a lot of people talk about, man, you've got to break your fear, you've got to overcome your fear, you've got to break through it and deal with your fear. I'm going to contradict that and say, no, you don't. You don't have to overcome that fear, but you have to be able to face it. And fear is there for a reason. It is there to be able to raise the red flags, to be able to alert you to possible dangers, to be able to give you a perspective of something that you could be blindsided about. So how did my son teach me that at age 2 or 3 or whatever it was? Well, when he was age 2 or 3, we had taken him one day to the swimming pool. And we were all there, and I thought he was standing right beside me, and turned around, and we were laying towels out on the chairs. And all of a sudden I heard splash. went running, realized Andy wasn't there anymore, and went running to the edge of the pool, only to find this little child at the bottom of the pool, wide-eyed, staring up at me. No fear in his face. Didn't seem to even be a problem. And of course, I dove in immediately, pulled him back up, got him back up on top, and it hadn't even fazed him. You know, we were grabbing towels and drying back off, and all of a sudden, once again, splash. He was fearless. He had no fear whatsoever, because at that age, he didn't know fear. So where am I going with this? Well, we're going to take just a quick little pause, because I want to thank you guys for joining. There's a lot of people on here already this morning, and I want to give you guys a great big huge shout out. This is an opportunity for you to say hi to me. I'm going to say hi to you. Here's again, it's the opportunity for you to reach out, and it's over there. Reach out and hit that share button, guys. Hit the share button right there and reach out and send it out to your friends and your family and let them know what a interesting message this is, because we're going to talk about dealing with our fear. So the second lesson actually came from my youngest, from Molly. So Molly just had her birthday, and Molly just turned 20 years old. She is getting ready to enter her sophomore year at the University of Illinois, majoring in theater. So there is a lot of times that she has to get up on stage and perform all sorts of interesting parts. She stretched herself this last year dealing with Shakespeare. And while I haven't done Shakespeare, I have had to perform with some Old English prose, and let me tell you, it's not easy. But Molly also started recently in business, and she's a distributor for Young Living. And she's just absolutely going after it and going after it big. So her motto is, and has been for some time, is #DoItScared. Well, if that isn't a great way to be able to look at your fear, I don't know what it is. It isn't about being fearless. It's about being courageous. It's about knowing what that fear is, dealing with everything that could possibly go wrong, being prepared for it if it should, and doing it anyway. It's pushing past whatever it is that holds you back. How do you know you're being affected by fear? Well, that I'm going to ask you to just look anytime and every time you start to hesitate. So that's my quick message for today, and we're going to build in on more on Saturday. But I want to thank you for joining in in this Chainbreakers moment right here on #UpliftAndRise. Have a great day.